Right, so I'm chatting today with Barry from Hermitage Green. How are you doing, Barry?
I'm good, Cathal. How are you?
Not too bad. It's great to be able to talk about gigs again because it's been so long since we've been able to even think about that. So, how are you feeling at the moment about getting back playing shows?
Very excited. Yeah, I think this is what we've been waiting for so long. It's been a long 18 months, and we had a taste of it over the last few weeks. Getting back doing a few outdoor gigs. The idea of being, I think our first full show back is in the INEC on October 22nd, and the idea of being back in that room with a full crowd is just so exciting. We can't wait for it, man.
We're calling it Freedom Night. That's what we're doing. So Freedom Night is yourselves in the INEC Club, full capacity.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the stuff of dreams. We haven't been able to think about this in nearly 2 years. So, how are you feeling about that? Just being able to play to a full crowd again. What's that feeling there?
It's hard to explain, isn't it? When you're it's the same with being at a gig. There's just you can't replace it. It's that just even the buzz of getting back doing a sound check and getting back to meeting the crew, and then when the crowd starts to come up and starts to filter through and just getting out and playing that first song, and it'll be quite emotional at first, and then it'll just get into a bit of a party. Like the last time we played down there, it was the first time we'd done a whole standing show in the INEC acoustic room, so it was heaving, and I think it's a perfect venue to get back into it. The place will be alive. I'm sure you'll have loads going on there for the whole weekend as per usual, so there'll be there's usually a good energy around that whole building and the whole town, really, to be honest. So we're just going to make the most of it, man, and have as much crack as we possibly can.
Yeah, I think we're lucky with that particular night because it wasn't on purpose it's just by luck that you fall on the 22nd of October in the acoustic club, and we've Bingo Loco, which is in the arena as well that night, which is just a crazy party. So it's just by chance. We're lucky, because it could have been Daniel O'Donnell for all we knew that was going to play on the 22nd, but it's great.
It's mental going on down there when we're in the middle, and we're in the middle of it, and we, God help anyone's coming to see us in Langton's the next night, because it's hard to not to go to bed when you come down off the stage in the INEC, because there's always Jenny Green, I think, was in there last time with the RT Orchestra, or there's always something going on that you get drawn into. So that's the beauty of the place, isn't it?
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. It's a hard night to forget because it's the 22nd of October. So I think that will be ingrained in people's minds at the moment. That's the first night of freedom to an extent. So it's going to be great. I want to talk about what you've been doing over the last while. We won't mention any virus, anything like that. But what have you been doing in terms of your new album? Because I know that is has been released, High Generation, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So tell me about that. Tell me about the recording process, because I know you worked with Philip McGee as well up in Swords.
So yeah, we actually had it recorded last year before the virus that we won't speak of started. So we've been sitting on it for a while and just kind of desperate to get it out there, but we did want it to be just before we were allowed to tour again, because we're a live band. We love getting out and playing those songs in front of crowds and get people to really bring those songs to a different level and to another life, I suppose. So it's been a long time waiting, but look, the response from the last few weeks from people has been incredible. It's I don't know, it was we released quite a few of the songs throughout the pandemic, so a lot of them, a few of the songs were, I think, helped people get through it, or at least that's what they said to us. This song got me through the first lockdown, or another one might have got me through the second one, and then I think Got to Give as a single that we wanted to have as a bit of a banger, a bit of a party song to celebrate that we're coming out of all of this and getting back to live music. So but that's kind of the response has been that there's a song in there for every part of the day or every part of your week, which is a kind of what Hermitage Green gig is like, and what the band are like. So it's a good reflection of that. And look, we're very proud of it. It's our best album to date, without a doubt. And as I said, we just can't wait to get out and tour it.
Yeah, I've been listening to it quite a bit over the last couple of days, and it's just incredible. It's just there's 12 tracks, and it just you want there to be more, which is always a great feeling to have at the end of an album. Like, so I was only thinking there, do you know, that video could have been recorded in Killarney. I hope you kept this in mind when you were looking for locations.
Yeah, well, it was actually recorded in Rome, I think, that one. Yeah, we worked with a director for a few years now over there on a few videos. Oh my God, his name is escaped me. Adriano Giotti. And he did Not Your Lover, a video for us a few years ago. And it's just lovely to take something, a song, and give it to someone who's obviously very creative and very good at what they do, and just let them interpret what the song is about or what it means to them. And because that, I think, is what we all tend to do when we listen to music, is take it and make meaning of it for ourselves. So he just manages to do that with music videos beautifully. So we gave it to him and said, have you got an idea for this? And he came back in a few days with that idea, and I think it's great. It does a really cool job. And so yeah, I think that's a cool way to collaborate with people on different things as well. So maybe we could shoot one in Killarney. I'm sure I wouldn't be against that. If anyone in Killarney that has any ideas for any of our songs, please get in touch.
Definitely, man. There's so many places around the place you could shoot. If you want to get the national park is like one of the biggest in the country, so I'm sure you'll find somewhere.
It's my favourite place in Ireland, the national park, to go down there and just chill out. I did it a few times during the pandemic, just to go down and go for walks and stuff. It's good to be getting back to Killarney, and we might take a spin down there during the day after sound check, maybe get down and take a stroll. So
definitely. And speaking about shooting in Killarney, because you were down with us at Christmas just gone, because you were doing live streams, and I'm sure you're happy now to see the back of live streams. But how did you find all that kind of experience when you were even recording in the INEC in front of nobody, really, just cameras?
At the time it was great to just get back and doing something, wasn't it? It was lovely we hadn't seen each other in a while, and that's hard enough, and it's weird enough in itself, and then get back to meeting the crew and all that. We get a day out, but there is a bit of a void at the end of the gig when you're there's just a sadness. So when you stop playing and you're left in an empty room and you don't have that adrenaline that you get off a crowd. So it was a double-edged sword. I think it was nice to be able to get back, but it was also a slap in the face and a reminder of what you're missing. So look, we'll never forget those times, I think, and we'll never take, not that we ever did really take much for granted, but I think it'll definitely remind us of how special it is, to play in a room like, at that day was the big room in the INEC, and we'd love to get into the big room at some stage in front of a full crowd. So it kind of cements that in your mind, doesn't it, that how important that is and how valuable that is. So that'll just drive us on, I think, for the next while, to get into that room in front of a big crowd. Yeah,
I definitely think you will, because the demand will be there going forward now. I think people aren't going to take for granted as much going to gigs and just being able to actually go out, and especially not being told last orders are 11 o'clock and out the door by 11:30. I think that's one of the things people are going to seriously take advantage of when that goes back on the 22nd of October. So I'm telling you, it's going to be a great night. It's going to be a fantastic night.
Your seatbelts, yeah, it will, for sure.
Yeah. Well, we're looking forward to it, Barry. As we said, it's the 22nd of October. There's still a couple of tickets, not too many left actually, by the way, but they are still on sale above this video here, and you can pick up the last remaining tickets, and we'll see ye in front of a full crowd on the 22nd of October, which is only 4 weeks away. So looking forward to that, Barry.
Deadly. Thanks for having me, Carl, and I'll see you on the 22nd.
Nothing